In this training, we're covering equipment financing. Equipment financing is asset-backed business financing used specifically to purchase equipment needed for business operations. Unlike cash flow loans, the equipment itself serves as the primary collateral. Funds are tied directly to an invoice or purchase agreement and are not disbursed as unrestricted cash. This type of financing is commonly used for vehicles, machinery, technology, or specialized equipment, and it is underwritten differently than cash flow only products. Equipment financing is designed for operating businesses that are purchasing necessary equipment. There must be a clear business use for the equipment, and the equipment should provide operational or revenue generating value. Both new and used equipment may be eligible depending on the lender and equipment type. Partners should also set the expectations that a lien will be placed on the equipment until the financing is satisfied. Underwriting for equipment financing starts with the asset itself. Lenders focus heavily on the equipment being financed, including what it is, how it will be used, and whether it aligns with the borrower's business operations. Invoice and vendor verification are required. Cash flow and credit still matter, but they support the transaction rather than drive it entirely. The collateral value of the equipment helps mitigate lender risk, which is why this product is structured differently from unsecured financing. Required documents for equipment financing include identity, entity, financial, and asset-specific documentation. Government-issued identification is required for all necessary owners, along with business formation and EIN documents. A detailed equipment invoice or purchase agreement is mandatory. Business bank statements are also required, along with the vendor information and contact details. Without a valid invoice and verifiable vendor, underwriting cannot proceed. This slide is critical for business equipment financing submissions. The invoice must be detailed and itemized, clearly showing the equipment being purchased. The vendor must be legitimate and verifiable. The invoice amount must match the financing request exactly. Any discrepancies will delay underwriting. It must also be disclosed whether the equipment is new or used. Quotes or informal estimates are often insufficient and may delay or stop the process. Most declines and delays in equipment financing are tied to the asset or vendor. Missing or invalid invoices are a primary issue. Vendors that cannot be verified or contacted will stop underwriting immediately. If the equipment does not align with the borrower's stated business activity, underwriting will raise concerns. Inflated pricing or inconsistent information, along with incomplete borrower documentation, will also delay or derail the file. There are several items that should never be submitted for equipment financing. Do not upload screenshots instead of formal invoices. Handwritten or informal quotes are not acceptable. Invoice amounts must be never mismatched with the requested financing amounts. Personal purchases labeled as business equipment will be rejected, and incomplete vendor details will delay underwriting. All equipment financing files must be submitted through the Four Corner Holdings platform. Navigate to Clients and select Edit Client. Fully complete the Client Info tab and the Business Financials tab. Next, select the equipment-related items in the document checklist. Upload the invoice and all supporting documents in Documents tab. Always confirm that the correct document types are selected. Files are not reviewed until all required information and documents are complete. Once a complete file is submitted, it enters Intake Review for completeness. Underwriting then verifies the equipment and vendor and evaluates both the collateral and the borrower supporting cash flow. If clarification or additional documentation is needed, conditions will be issued. The file will then be approved, suspended pending items, or declined. Partners who succeed with equipment financing focus on preparation. They review invoices before submissions, confirm that the equipment aligns with the borrower's operations, and verify vendor legitimacy early. They set expectations regarding liens and ownerships and submit only clean, complete files through the platform. Equipment financing is not appropriate in every situation. If there is no clear business use for the equipment, or if the vendor or invoice cannot be verified, this product is not a fit. Equipment with limited resale value, requests for unrestricted cash, or personal use purchases should not be submitted as equipment financing.